Welcome, everyone, to LSU's Tiger Stadium, one of the most intimidating environments in all of sports. This Death Valley crowd has been getting ready and hyped for this one. It's a late season, top 25 matchup here. Two teams that have earned the right to be ranked will test each other, and there's big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 11th ranked team, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
So the offense with a 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's a good throw off the play fake. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage. They could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. The pass rush closing in. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Incompletion sets up a second down. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Launching it. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. That's going to bring up a third down play.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Receiver in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Here comes a handoff. They pick up the first down. Tackled at the 25.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Oh, he's looking to throw. Look, he's going to take a shot right away. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught for the completion. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
A really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
It's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense. Back in motion now. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Second down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Quick spin on the run. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff. Here comes the jet sweep. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. And, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score LSU 14, Kentucky 7.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at midfield. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. Well, they trust the running game on third down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me, it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on third down. And once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. The spin move. Eventually they tackled him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Snags the quick throw. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. See if they can convert the point after. And he knocks it right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Checks this down to the running back. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding out of the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
Offense in a split backfield now. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, Accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
LSU has moved into the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking right, this one caught. Aiming for the end zone. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Now it's third down and goal for the offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And we're able to get him down.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
They could take the lead with a chip shot, but the coach is thinking touchdown here on fourth down. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Well, look at this. They could break the tie with a chip shot, but the coach says, we're going for it on fourth down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hope the defense can get a quick stop. And And the return starts just inside the end. Continues to fight for yards. Ball spotted at the 17. Would have been better off just taking a knee. Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and move toward the second half. Looking to throw it deep. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. At the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky. No chance to catch him.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT is good.
The kick is good. That ties the game.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Last time they had it. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Handoff to the back. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. They've converted both previous 4th down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, LSU.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt.
To kick it away.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Minut's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They get the second half started with a running play. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screen play works.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And here's the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Tackle on the play at the 10-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Brought down, and the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Can he make it to the marker? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Quick throw. The catch is made. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they will claim the second half lead. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7.
That makes the score Kentucky 28, LSU 21.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to advance on the football.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. On 1st down, it's play action. That's reeled in. It's Brown.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Now it's 2nd down here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to throw yet again. Bringing pressure. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And this one is caught. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And they'll set up with a PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Looking to pass here. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he's got his man open downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
Kentucky has moved into the red zone now. Send the back in motion. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
At the 13-yard line. Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Tailback takes the handoff again. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They've got a 1st and goal. The offense a great chance to break the tie here late in the game. Going with the old counter run here. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
It's now second and goal.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Nice safe call here for the touchdown. The quarterback does a nice job of just kind of waiting to find the crease behind that center and guard. Found it, got low, and found the end zone.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Running back has it on a screen now. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Not much on that play, brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound.
Football comes out. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 45. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the 1st down.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense.
Here we go. Razor.
Handoff from the shotgun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Get set.
Quarterback still with the football. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Ooh, that's not good. They didn't move the football an inch. And more importantly, look at the precious time it's ticking off this clock. They better pick up the pace if they're going to win this game.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Now the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. I'm not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score Kentucky 42, LSU 28.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner is brought down. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. From their own 7, it's now 2nd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either.